What can we do to bring it down? In my last video, I talked about foods we eat that can contribute to inflammation, like meat and sugar, versus foods like nuts that don't. But what about anti-inflammatory foods that actually attenuate that inflammation? Let's see what happens when you add blueberries to a high-fat meal with a high glycemic load. White potatoes, white bread, ham, cheese, butter, and more cheese, with or without a single cup of blueberries. Add blueberries and get a significant drop in IL-6 from that meal. What about raspberries? Feed people eggs, butter, white potatoes, white flour biscuits, and sausage, with or without 2 cups of frozen raspberries blended with water into a smoothie, compared to giving people the same amount of calories and carbs in banana form, and bananas were no match for the meat, eggs, dairy, and crappy carbs that resulted in a tripling of IL-6 levels within 4 hours. But instead, drink those 2 cups of raspberries, and your body's able to hold the line. Why did raspberries work, whereas bananas didn't? Maybe it's the antioxidants? Well, antioxidant supplements failed miserably. No benefit from antioxidant vitamins and minerals like vitamin C and E, beta-carotene, or selenium. Maybe it's those special antioxidant pigments, the anthocyanins, that give berries those bright red, blue, and purple colors. And indeed, that's what dozens of randomized controlled trials have demonstrated, whereas a half-dozen studies combined show pomegranates, a fruit packed with anthocyanin pigments, can bring down inflammation over time. What about adding spices to meals as an approach to cool down inflammation? Supplementation with grape and turmeric extracts did not affect the inflammatory response to a milkshake, but give people actual turmeric, 1 teaspoon a day of the whole spice, and you can get a significant drop in IL-6 levels, but not when you just give people purified curcumin supplements. Garlic powder reduced IL-6 levels as well, starting at about a ½ teaspoon a day, and ginger powder, just ground ginger, show the same thing, with doses ranging from ½ teaspoon to 1½ teaspoons. Of course, another way to mediate the inflammation caused by a sausage and egg McMuffin is to not eat it in the first place. What about just eating a plant-based diet? To my surprise, the drop in IL-6 did not reach statistical significance. Whenever a dietary intervention doesn't have the result you expect, you always have to ask, well, what was the diet they exactly ate? The study mostly looked at the Mediterranean diet, which certainly has more plants, but maybe the diets didn't go far enough. To figure that out, we can turn to